Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm obviously talking about Wandavision. We've had episodes 3 and 4 out now. 4 dropped today. So, before we get into it, spoilers for those of you who haven't caught up yet. So, episode 3 has Wanda's pregnancy affecting her self and the sort of surrounding area. I think potentially it could have been a sort of a wake-up call for the majority of the audiences to kind of see that Wanda's losing grip on reality and her pregnancy is having an effect on it, and due to that pregnancy things are starting to happen in the environment that showing that she can't control everything. I thought it was a really sort of fun episode. Obviously, it's the first episode fully in colour. Monica Rambeau's back. She gets a little bit more screen time in this one. Like I said, things start to unravel. Vision starts to sort of figure things out, that things aren't quite what they seem. And I think it was issue 3 was the issue. Episode 3 was the first one where we do start to see the cracks really showing. So it's a 9-part mini-series. We're just under halfway through at the moment. It could be called a bit of a slow burn, but I actually really do appreciate it. I think it seems to be quite well written so far. The pacing seems to be quite good. For me personally, I don't mind. I don't want to call it slow paced. It's a build. I think we're going to come to something quite epic. Leading into episode 4, there was a certain aspect to episode 4 that did disappoint me a little bit. Obviously, we've had the 50s, 60s, 70s with episodes 1, 2, and 3. I was really looking forward to the 80s episode. Really looking forward to it. Unfortunately, we don't actually get that. This is kind of a Monica Rambeau sort of heavy episode. It's focused mainly on her. Starting with the fact that she comes back, she reforms, she, after, I can't even remember whose snap it is now. Is it Hulk's or Tony's? I think it's Hulk's. Hulk's snap, a lot of people start to come back. She materialises within a hospital room, so straight away you kind of think, her mum's dead. Maybe that's just me, but we do then find out that her mum has passed away. She's running around trying to find out what's happened. I'm not too sure. I'd need to properly have a look at the timelines, but from Captain Marvel till sort of today, I think at a push you're looking at about 6 years or so. I can't see the... What was she? I was like, 8, even push it to like 10-year-old. Little girl, little Monica Rambeau and Captain Marvel. She's still meant to only be like sort of 16, 17. And she doesn't. I don't know if this is poor casting choice. I mean, she's pretty good for the role, I have to admit. But in terms of the chronology of events, it could be a poor casting choice. Or there could be something else that happens to cause her to age quicker. We're not too sure entirely what's happened with her within the Sword organisation, so I guess there is a potential that she went off, did a mission when she was sort of relatively young, was caught in a dimension or something like that. She grew up, she came back, and things obviously are different where she's older than everyone else. Who knows? I don't know if even that is going to be addressed or not. But that is going to be something that's going to sort of just niggle me a little bit until we get any kind of resolution from that. Whether we do, like I said, whether we do or not, I'm not too sure. That I see as the only downside at the moment to episodes 3 and 4. Well, to be honest, to episodes 1 to 4. Everything else has been really good. Like I said, the disappointing thing for me was I was really looking forward to this 80s issue. It didn't happen because this issue is based pretty much entirely around the outside world. you have the sort of the cities magically appearing, FBI, Sword, they're all coming to it, and that's where we get Jimmy Woo and Monica Rambeau and trying to find out what's happening within this city. So in terms of the plot, this is the one that I think has driven the plot forward more than any of the previous ones. In terms of my enjoyment, I enjoyed it, but I just really wanted that 80s issue. I really did. So far, so good. I mean, it's if this is like I said in the previous video, if this is what the sort of the staple of the Disney Plus shows are going to be, I'm going to admit I'm going to be quite excited for them. There's still a few that I'm not entirely sure about. I'm not really too bothered about Falcon Winter Soldier. I will still watch it, you know, kind of have to. Really not bothered about What If. But if we are going to get this kind of high caliber of production, then I think Marvel are onto a winner here. I hope it gets better as we go along. It's obviously started strong. It's continued strong. We are seeing. I mean, could be a confirmation bias on my part, but I do think in episode 4 we get the biggest indication that this is Wanda's own doing, and that is an instance where I believe it's Vision walks in and he asks her if everything's okay after shaking off the fact that she saw dead Vision. Then kind of like, no. Then she sees sort of live Vision. She looks at him and says, "I am in control." That to me just really, really sort of spells it out that she is the one doing this. I still think that she is the one in complete control. There are rumours that we're going to get Mephisto. Obviously, Mephisto's tied in with the twins. But how much of Mephisto are we going to get? Whether he's going to be like a big bad. We know that WandaVision ties it into Doctor Strange. So is Mephisto going to be a big bad of Doctor Strange? Is it going to tie into the entire MCU, sort of Phase 4? Who knows? I don't think they're setting up Wanda to be the big bad. Obviously, things have happened within the comics that I wouldn't say cause Wanda to be a big bad, because I think she's more of a three-dimensional character than that. She has times of being evil. She has times of being very bad, but a lot of the time you kind of get an understanding of where she's coming from, and that's where these great characters they come from. You have these amazing writers on it. I think it was Bendis that wrote Avengers Disassembled and then House of M, which I do think is going to be referenced within this series. Obviously, the whole WandaVision thing, like, I say spoilers, this is what I think. I think it's completely set up by Wanda, similar to what happened in House of M comics. You know, she basically, with like a snap of her fingers, sets up the entire MCU, Marvel universe, and gives everyone what they want. As far as I remember, Peter Parker has Ben. Steve Rogers gets the ability to grow old sort of naturally, and there is no more wars. Everyone has their kind of perfect utopia. So I personally think that's what's happening within WandaVision. She sort of had this mental breakdown from Vision dying, and she's created this whole universe around her to kind of help her cope. With that, I do think this is going to be the last that we see of Vision, which is a shame because Paul Bettany has been in the MCU since the beginning. But unfortunately, there had to be some everlasting consequences to Endgame, and unfortunately, Vision was one of them. It does help with the stakes, obviously it keeps the stakes high as well to show that people can die. But that's what I think. I do really enjoy the series at the moment. I am continuing to enjoy it. And like I said, I'm hoping it continues strong or even potentially gets better. I can only hope. But if you guys let me know what you think about it down in the comments below, whether you've even started or not. If you haven't, I'm sorry for ruining some of it. But as always, guys, I love hearing from you. And if you please like, share and subscribe, it really, really does help me out. And I'll see you in the next video.